Now that we have all of the information at our fingertips about NCAA 25, let's talk about college football. I'm excited that they even released gameplay trailer so early on. We got the game 2 months away, so obviously it's time to start selling this product. And I really do like the gameplay mechanics, but like I said the other days, there are things I'm disappointed with. I'll get into that later, but right now, let's really start talking about the newest additions to the game. The first thing that I'm most interested in is wear and tear. For the first time in a football game, each limb on your body is attached to an attribute. Example, a quarterback needs his arms to throw the football. So, if you get tackled wrong, your throwing power will decrease because your arm is injured. Or if you throw 40 passes in one game, by next week, you will have a lower accuracy and throwing power because you overworked yourself the week prior. If your player get tired, you will see them huffing and puffing, so you as the coach gonna have to sub them out and they will be refreshed after one play. You ain't gotta keep them out for too long. That's a beautiful addition to the game, so they ain't gotta miss too much action. This matters in mode like Dynasty and Road to Glory. So while you're playing, make sure you're cautious about throwing the ball away, taking sacks, and limiting how many passes your quarterback is throwing in a given week, because it could come back to bite you later on in the season. I personally love this because it gives you a reason why you're getting injured each and every play instead of it randomly occurring throughout a football game. Right now, you get tackled and your player not getting up, and then you don't know what lasting effects it's going to have, and they could be completely healthy next week, or they have a couple weeks to recover. Now, they will gradually get hurt more and more and more throughout a game, and that will lead to an injury. That will lead to them being out for weeks, and you can see exactly where they're injured and exactly how it affects the player. So you can actually avoid injuries a whole lot easier, especially if you take a hard hit, just sub out the player and they let them recover. Then their body is ready to take another hit for the next play, and it'll make injuries harder to occur on players. Next, let's talk about player abilities, which in my understanding is badges in NBA 2K. So, instead of 2K having 3 tiers of badges, bronze, silver, gold, this game has 4, bronze, silver, gold, platinum. The players that had these badges equipped, they do the things that the badges align with. For example, a ball hawk gets a better break on the ball, so when you throw it, they have a better chance of getting after it and deflecting it or catching an interception. There are also separate physical and mental abilities. A player can have 8 abilities at once: 5 physical, 3 mental. For example, we got Travis Hunter, one of the best players in the game. He has 3 mental, fan favorite, best friend, clear-headed, as well as the 5 physicals. Y'all can look at it right there, and some are silver, some are platinum, and some are gold. That means he's better at the platinum than he is the gold. That means he's better at gold than silver, and so on and so forth. Me personally, I think this is pretty cool. I'm used to it in 2K. Makes sense for them to have features that separate players in this sports football game. I just want to know, how do you unlock it in Road to Glory so my character can have the best ones, okay? They're position specific, so I'm guessing they have to do with your attributes. There's no reason a quarterback would have clutch kicker when they have no kicking power, no kicking accuracy. So I guarantee it has something to do with your attributes, and as far as right now, I personally don't know. While you're in the middle of a game, you will be able to see your players' abilities as well as your players' wear and tear. Just in case you don't know the status updates of your players, that's how you can check it in the middle of a snap. As far as wear and tear, they will tell you about it when you're picking your plays, just to help you keep an eye on it throughout the game and know what players to sub out and what players to keep in. Next topic we speaking on is the option, because they changed the options. You can now throw a quick option by tapping L1 if you on PlayStation, LB if you on Xbox. A quick one would do a quick little toss to get you out of trouble, but a stronger, more accurate pitch will be if you hold the L1 button. That's how you could throw it more further away with more strength and more accuracy, as well as double tapping the pitch button. You can fake pitch it and throw the defender off. Coolest new part for me is the read option. Instead of having to press the button to give the ball to the running back, you now press a button to keep it once it's in their chest, so you get a longer window to actually fake out the defense on a read option. Let's talk about the revamped passing. They completely upgraded the passing this year. First thing they changed is your throw power. That don't just mean how far down the field you could throw it. That mean how strong you throw it. You could throw bullet passes now if your player really has that throwing power, as well as they changed the trajectory of how passing works and where you could use your left stick to lead where a pass goes. Better your attributes are, better your abilities are, the easier it is to hit that passing window, as you can see on the passing meter. Most importantly, you want to avoid the red. You see where this quarterback throws, it hits the red, but the pass is still pretty much on target where the receiver could get it. The problem was the trajectory was right in the line of sight of his defender. There are 3 different colors when passing the ball. Blue has the safest chance of throwing an accurate ball. Size of the window has to do with attributes or if you're under pressure, while landing in the yellow means a more uncertainty on your ideal target, but the red area indicate potential and accuracy. The longer you stay in the red, the greater the penalty. I love that when passes are so easy, sometimes there can't even be a chance of failure or getting a red. This is going to be interesting for me to get used to because I haven't been playing these Maddens or any football games in over 10 years. I did pick the Madden up this year, but I only played it for like a month. So I'm still very new to this whole shot meter of passing. Now let's talk about the most scary part for me, and the reason I'm not touching this game on multiplayer: the skill gap. They added something that will disguise your defense for the initial snap, so it's going to be even harder for you to read the defense before you start a play. And after a play is already snapped, you will not get stuck on certain players while you're making audibles. There is now a switch stick, so you could switch in between any defender you want. You see the player he currently controlling, if he flip his stick up, now he gets to control that guy and play the ball out the air. It's way simple. In this example right here, they showed the quarterback being baited into making a pass, and that definitely would be me. I'm not getting baited, so I'm not playing online. As far as the kicking mechanic, they changed it and it's harder to do. I was listening to some of the players that went to the EA event and they said they didn't even perfect a kick the whole time they was there, so this is definitely a new kicking system with a learning curve. I'm excited to get my hands on the game for all the juking and movements. It looks so nice and fluid in the trailers that they've shown so far. Getting out into that open field actually look fun to do. I'm so excited to play this game with a lot of speed, a lot of agility. I want to see how crazy you could get. There's different running animations for certain archetypes of players. Hey, they give variety to new and older players when you play classic games. I'm just glad they thought that far ahead and gave signature running styles to signature types of players. Strong people ain't gonna run like speedsters. I'm loving the difference in ideas. I'm loving the difference in variety. This is definitely looking fun to me personally. The 80 different new player traits ain't a problem for me. I like the idea. Like I said earlier, I'm adjusted to 2K. It's something that already makes sense to me. Hey, I don't know what each trait does. Will I be reading up on all of them? If my player in Road to the Glory unlock it, yes. But if I'm not unlocking it, no. I'm being honest. Y'all want me to sit here and lie to y'all? I'm not going to study all 80. I'm just going to pick and choose which one worked best for my build. If you don't like that, you don't like football. Listen, man, I'm open to the idea of showing variety between 5-star athletes and 1-star athlete. If you don't know what you're doing, you ain't having no platinum badges. I'm making sure my build all platinum. That's what I'm saying. That's just what I want out the game. Variety, separation and talent, excitement on and off the field. The game is looking like they're planning to deliver it. People was questioning, is this a Madden clone? We don't know what this year's Madden looking like. We don't know. But if Madden made all these differences in 1 year and all these changes, maybe it is a clone. But as of right now, it's standing alone. It stands alone so much that you can't even export the draft class when you play a franchise. This is its own game. Whether you like it or not, this is its own game, baby. I'm having a great time hearing all of this news. I'm extremely excited. We've been waiting on this over years. Listen, man, I'm ready to get back on that field and back into the action, and EA is doing that. One of the gameplay creatives is Scott O'Gallagher, who used to work on 2K. Makes sense why I hate 2K now. Anyway, I'm excited. Let me know in the comments, are you excited about all of this? Because we might have something in common. Let me know what you heard out of all these notes that really rung your eardrums, that really excited you, because right now, I'm all over the place with excitement.